an immense amount of potential could only come from a sky wizard or a stolen artifact.
Quiggly, honey, I told you that sky wizards don't exist.
Yes, I know. It's just a fantasy. Looks over the edge towards the storm. Only a fantasy.
Just like your sky sharks. Leave it for the comic books. This is serious business.
All right, I can take sky wizards not existing, but I will have words about the sky sharks.
Well, it looks like we're on the trail. Dawn says, squeezing out her sleeves over the edge of another mystery. Good job, Quiggly.
My instincts are telling me to go back into the storm. How about round 2, man?
No!
I can understand why you wouldn't be interested, but what if I told you there was a second tier of storm-shaped cookie to be had?
There's
Imagine
an
it.
audible pause.
Nobody has ever had these cookies.
The lightning bolt cookies are enticing, yes, but imagine, if you will, the top third of them frosted and covered by a cumulonimbus cookie, a double cookie, with a frosting in the middle, much like the fabled Oreo.
How did you know about my secret technique?
Oh, the entire crew, stands mouth agape. Dawn is with them.
Unfortunately, this is our mission, is it not?
Yeah, can we...
Kind of sincere question.
Yeah,
It's
can
been
we
a,
investigate
2
the
weeks.
lightning storm?
You sure can.
Rolling off of this, gigantic success to punch through it? Can we just, investigate
You'd have to do another. You'd have to do another play.
Okay!
Yeah. Can I just do another play to convince them rolling off of our hype to go back into the storm? Just a little. Let's just look around. We're basically storm invincible.
I'd say you don't actually need to convince them. They're
Okay.
still pretty shocked and awed by what you just did. So they're like, yeah, no, these guys are legit. These are knights. They're fucking invincible.
We've never sunk before. Yet.
Yes.
Yes. Yet.
Flaria comes and asks, how many ships you been on?
Enough?
Enough is a good answer. You've been on quite a few ships.
Cool.
And we hadn't sunk yet?
You haven't sunk yet.
Can we just make a play to investigate this thing?
Yeah, you can absolutely make a play to investigate the storm.
Get on the trail of whatever relic made this?
Yes.
Cool. I'm bad at this. Is anybody good at this?
Keep in mind, you also have a lead in Bright.
It's true, but this is cooler.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, this is immediate. Let's do this.
Anybody good at anything involving deduction or investigation?
It has
Dawn
to be.
is yeah.
I could finagle in a pickle to be finding business.
That's how
I've
you
got
play
good
the
assists
game.
on this. Yep.
Yep. All right. I will use in a pickle to while we are scouting this storm and still dodging things, sort of pick up on the scent of the trail. And I'm gonna make a play. I would like to discover whatever is unusual about this storm, and if it's sentient, I would not like it to discover us first.
That's pretty good and specific. Yeah, if you succeed, you will discover something actionable about the storm.
Ooh.
If you fail, I will tell you up front, it is not sentient, but you will catch its ire. Someone will get struck by lightning.
Okay.
And we'll do a luck draw. I'll have each of you draw a card, and I also will draw a card.
I hope it's me.
And whoever gets the lowest number will be hit by lightning. If there are multiples of the lowest number, they both get hit by lightning.
Oh, okay.
Cool. All right.
I'm gonna assist with this.
This is a 2-card play again. All right, I've got my cards. Let's flip.
Okay. I play a 10 and a jack, and I crown that with an 8. So,
Shit. All right,
28.
yeah. I played a 3 and a 10.
Oh. I assist
Stop
with
using
a
all your good
4.
cards.
I assist
So,
with a 4
I-
because of my artifact.
Normally, alright, so that's 32, I think, collectively. I normally would not blow all my cards in 2 successive things, but Quiggly maybe wonders if this is indeed a sky shark. He has some personal stakes, so...
This is not a sky shark, sadly. But, Quiggly...
Can I retract my cards?
Quiggly, don't be so hasty. This might have been created by a sky wizard.
What?
Massacre.
You're an arc user, right?
Yes.
Okay. Having an affinity for the electrical energies within the storm, you can sense a sort of trail leading into it and then out of it. Kind of like a lightning bolt that's just hanging in the air. Invisible to most people, invisible to you, and more a sensation that you can feel, like a faraway appendage. It's like a trail that leads into the storm from where you can't quite tell, but it leads out of the storm, heading towards, using your keen navigator sense, heading towards Bright.
Well, this is very good then. I have no conflict of interest with following this trail in that case.
The boon here is that you now know what to look for when tracking this storm. You can tell it will leave behind very distinct arc potential.
Quickly, did you find something?
Yes. There's a very distinct trace of arc magic there.
Ooh.
It's like a smell. A smell of lightning, and a smell of potential, and mystery, and we are going to follow it all the way to Bright. Unless it doesn't go all the way to Bright, then we won't follow it that far, but I think you understood that. I'm not sure why I decided to explain it.
Don claps and nods. Any opposition, Clover?
Nope, I support you 100%.
Flaria, hey!
What?
Well, we were supposed to meet a contact, but instead we're going to chase whatever made this storm because it's artificial. Does that sound good with you?
She turns around and just waves her hand at you.
I noticed that the hand is bandaged.
Yeah.
I look back. Ooh.
You realize that it's a sort of just a, you're the knight, do whatever gesture.
Wow. I almost feel a little bit bad. Okay, onward to wherever that thing leads. Quickly, I'm trusting you.
Yes.
Quigley, follow your nose.
It's all right. I will be vigilant. I literally will be unable to sleep for a while. Clover, if I might request one of those cumulonimbus cookies be placed in my pocket while I'm not looking at some point over the next few hours.
I'll get right to work.
Following your nose, Quigley, and the tingle that tugs it along, you head towards Bright, but not quite to where you were told to go. You ascend and ascend. All of the moisture in the air just disappears. As you ascend to a higher altitude, things continue to get hotter and hotter and ever more arid. You begin perspiring constantly, just sweating all the time. You feel thirstier than normal with the sun, the light from above beating down on you constantly.
And if Quiggly is feeling parched or hungry, there is a small plate of specially cut angular lightning bolt cumulonimbus cookies and milk next to on his side table.
There are no words to express how much Quigley appreciates not only the effort she goes to do that for him, but also her, like, impressive ability, even with the double layer and the frosting, to, like, not squish it off. Like, you know how, like, if you're gluing something, some glue can come, like, out of the edges or whatever. Like, none of that shit is happening, and that would just piss Quigley right off. So he's really happy about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, like, honestly, years of rigorous training. Like, Clover is disciplined, probably more than anyone else in the ship, and that's saying something.
So, Quigley, you pull down that glass of milk, milk mustache in place, perfectly trimmed and angular, and you see ahead of you a drifting island close to the continent of Bright. It is beaten by the sun, bleached, and you see... Make a luck draw.
Joker.
Are you for real?
I am totally for real right now.
What even happens?
Okay, let me think about what the fuck that means.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Quiggly is really good at this. You need to understand.
Yeah, he is. All right. Quiggly. Your navigator's eyes, suffused with arc potential, gain an electric insight into what lays in that cavern. You followed the storm trail. As you wipe away the milk mustache, you peer in, and you see several small ships docked in the shadows of a cave. You see attached to the outside spinning implements and antenna, and you recognize those as instruments used to measure moisture in the air, the speed of the wind, the direction of the wind. You realize it is a setup for meteorologists and for people who study the effects of the wind and the rain on the floating islands. And you also realize that it is currently occupied. And I will give you a cash on entering that place, on whatever you do, whether you try to sneak in, whether you're attacking, whether you try to diplomatize, like whatever.
Seems like a bunch of weather boats, but no weather boat should be able to create a storm, only to track them. Unless they're very good weathermen, in which case I want to have a word. As he wipes off the milk mustache and some of the milk is on his thumb, he holds it up in midair and like little sparks indistinguishable to anyone but Quiggly go off the milk. He like licks it a little bit. Lightning. All right. All right, ladies. We've got a couple options here. We can rush in and talk to them, or, because I'm not sure if they're hostile, but you never know. That was a lot of potential energy, and it left a very distinctive lightning flavor in the air. That's highly unusual. They might have one of the relics.
Okay, well, first of all, good job getting us here, Quiggly. Honestly, I was shocked. I'm a little surprised that you weren't selected to be the captain with how competently you've handled things now and in the past, but good job. Like, as usual.
Oh, I would hate to be the captain.
You're an excellent face for the boat, Don.
Oh, thank you. Don flashes back. The word face flashes back to the captain's selection process of nose goes. All right, that's why. Well, how about we do something like we drift our ship sideways so that they can't escape in case they're baddies, and then we talk to them so we get the best of diplomacy and also like a blockade.
So, Foss, what is the layout of this island? You mentioned there was a cavern, but like...
Just think of it like a crudely diamond-shaped, or whatever the 3D structure of a diamond is. It's like peaked at the top and peaked at the bottom, and it's kind of tilted a little sideways. And in the middle, there is what would have been a hard-to-see cave that is, you realize, attempted camouflage is at the front of it. But you saw straight through that. There's also a small dock behind that camouflage, and it is pretty sizable. You wouldn't be able to fit your ship in there, though. You could probably block off the entrance. Not completely, but like it would make it impossible for boats to get out.
All right. Well, that's an awfully fishy, suspicious place for a regular meteorologist. Like, that's a Heidi pirate cave. Am I wrong? Is that profiling?
It's a Heidi pirate cave.
It's a Heidi pirate cave.
Some stereotypes are based on fact.
Flaria pipes up and says, "Yeah, I hate to say it, my family used to be pirates, and that is a Heidi pirate cave."
We just learned something about her.
And we didn't even have to arm wrestle her for it.
You get one for free.
That's it.
Well, our boat can't fit in there, and I'm a little worried to bring in... Our crew is a little green. They've just had their first storm experience, and it went very well, but I don't want to try my luck twice today, Quiggly says, looking at his severely lessened hands since that storm. I think it might be better for just us three to go in and maybe either scout or see what's going on and have some kind of flare-like signal that we can have the boat, like, come in and block off the exit if need be.
I would prefer putting as few people in danger as possible.
Yes.
That sounds like a great plan, guys. Flaria,
Right.
did you hear that?
Oh, I heard every word.
Okay.
You gonna be taking one of the schooners out?
Yes, yeah, and those would be on which part of the ship?
She raises her eyebrows at you.
You would know where schooners are.
Clover just kind of pushes Dawn in the right direction and tries to act like she didn't just say that.
It was a test, I was kidding!
She was joking, Quiggly adds, attempting to save a little face of our ship.
The little face of the face of our ship.
All right, yeah, do we want to take the schooner out?
We all pile in the schooner and set out.
All right, what's your approach? What is your approach? What do you plan to do here?
Well, it's like a weather station, right, with a hidden dock connected to it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I assume we'll just go in through like whatever entrance the meteorological station would have. Sneaking in.
Okay.
And I prefer to go in narrow spaces because it's easier for me to
just
protect.
want to make it clear this is not an official meteorological station.
Is there any sort of structure whatsoever?
It's a Heidi pirate cave.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Heidi pirate cave on
okay.
a really gross island, and it's hidden, so
Okay,
it's pretty sketch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sketch.
Can we dig around for an entrance, like a person entrance, not a boat entrance?
Like to scout out non-entrance. Okay, yeah.
I want to I want to like put the boat down in like a convenient pile of shrubs and then like hoof it on foot. Hopefully,
it'd be pretty hard to find a pile of shrubs. The outside is basically just rock.
Yeah, we're by Bright, right?
Let's hide our schooner behind a like rock outcropping and then try to find one of the entrances that Quiggly like sonar.
So we're
out
looking
with
for an
his bat
employee
vision.
entrance for people.
Yes. All
Okay.
right. That'll be a 1-card play.
Oh, I could hide the boat with rocks.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about
You
that.
could make an entrance with rocks.
Yeah,
couldn't you?
I could just make an entrance.
Oh yeah. Clover,
Oh yeah,
please.
actually, fuck 1-card play. If you want to spend potential, just randomly discard a potential card, and I can say that you just like open up a hole into that cave area.
Oh,
That's precisely what I'm going to do.
All right. So yeah, the boat is. You don't even really need to worry about hiding the boat because it's clear that people don't usually come up here. You could like put some rocks in front of it just so that in case anybody else comes to the island, they don't see a boat resting on top of it.
I'll just make an unsuspicious wall.
Yeah, there you go. Using your potential, you spread apart the rocks, creating a small fissure that you can look through and descend through. You realize it opens up into that cave port that Quiggly saw, and you can hear some voices. They're too far away to be distinct, but you do realize that there are people in the cave.
Can I add that before we leave the ship, we should like establish a specific. I don't know. Do we have flares on our boat? Like those might exist.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to take one of those, and we'll just like shoot it out one of the two entrances, and we'll have any non-chanceling bees looking out for those.
Okay.
And if a flare goes out, the boat should come to that entrance, so we can either escape or use it as a blockade.
Okay, cool.
So smart.
Should we descend?
Well, that depends. What's your play here? Do you want to go in Quiggly ablazing, or do you want to try and sneak in?
I think we're probably gonna we're gonna creep on through. Clover's in the front with her shield raised. Like Dawn's probably like behind her and Quiggly's in the back. Like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna try and sneak in, but I don't think any of us are particularly good at sneaking.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
So we're sneaking
wanna
in as far as we can with the best formation to protect everybody.
Yes.
All right, let's do a collective play then. Everybody makes a play, and the one who has the highest number is the one that leads.
And the stakes would be we make it through undetected, and if we fail, we're found or something.
You establish what you want to get out of it, and then I'll tell you what happens if you fuck it.
I don't think we want anything more other than to like sneak through undetected, right?
Well,
just like sneak in undetected.
Well, we just
Yeah,
need to see
we don't
what's
have like
going
a goal
on,
in
right?
mind yet.
Yeah.
So you want to see what's going on without being detected.
Yeah.
Okay. If you fail, you'll be detected. That's it. That's all that'll happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going to use my rank E luck skill. It's all I got.
How many card play is this?
This is a 1-card play.
Okay. Oh,
Actually, it's a 2-card play.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Crap.
All right.
Okay.
Well, okay. I'll use lightning magic to attempt to teleport Clover down first, so her armor doesn't make anything. That'll be my attempted play.
Nice.
I forgot lightning magic has teleportation.
It sure does. Okay, so everybody got their cards ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Let's flip. Boom.
Collective 12.
That was an 8.
Jack and 6.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh yeah. I got a 10 collectively. I had a 4 and a 6. Yeah, so you make it in.
This time.
This time, yeah. That's important.
It's just like our academy days.
It's just like going down through the catacombs, except this time there are for certain at least either pirates and or weathermen or weather pirates, and then under his breath, or maybe a wizard.
And we're even less guaranteed to run into somebody dressed as a ghost this time.
All right. As you lumber through the shadows, you begin to draw closer to the voices. There's firelight lighting the cavern where the light doesn't touch. Quiggly, this is like a dream to you. As you round a corner, there are charts plastered all over every single surface in this
Don grabs
place.
Quiggly.
They are maps of both islands and wind. They are trade routes. They are historical maps. They are maps of estimations of where people think the islands will be in the future. They are maps measuring the wind shear on islands.
Clover,
and
help
how
me
much...
out. He's vibrating out of my grasp.
Oh yeah, both of you need to be holding him down. This
Clover,
is insane.
Clover helps.
This is the equivalent of like the Cave of Wonders in Aladdin for Quigley.
And most importantly, the 2 types of maps that catch your attention are, one, there are maps charting rainfall in bright, which is very sparse. There is almost no rainfall here. It is extremely arid. The second map is plotting wind shear, plotting how much mass the islands lose to erosion. And you see several people in just kind of piratey garb, just cobbled together outfits.
I told you they weren't wizards.
Don't know for sure.
Talking, they're talking intensely, vehemently, but you can tell they're not like angry at each other. More like they're just involved in what they're talking about. They're talking fast and passionately, but you realize that they are talking about what they can do to save Bright. Like those are the words you pick up. That's the tone of the conversation. And the overall feeling of the conversation is that there isn't much they can do. But then somebody walks out from behind another room. She's wearing a long robe with a hood pulled back. She has long black hair that trails behind her as she walks. And she has Quiggly. You can see it. She has arc potential swirling around the inside of her eyes. Everybody sort of defers to her once she walks in.
Yeah, I think Clover and Dawn are watching like her walk into the room, like the attention shift in that direction. I think we still notice that Quiggly's head is just set on the maps in the other corner of the room.
Is the lightning trail in any way going to her?
The lightning trail does not go to her, but she is, you can tell, a very powerful arc user.
Even though he is currently being like double bear hugged by his 2 companions, attempts to like ham bone up. You guys, that's her. Sort of. That might be her. I'm not. She might be a wizard.
How many people are in there? About
4, including her.
That's not that many.
That's not that many people. I think we could totally take them. I'm going to let go of both of your arms now, Quiggly. Are you good?
I am frozen with anticipation.